All right, folks, here we go. Day 18, Journey to Journaling. Today's video is inspired by boundaries and the genuine lack thereof enforcing them in our world. And this is inspired by a lot of the men that I work with. A lot of them are very good at creating boundaries, creating plans, but less capable when it comes to the execution of those boundaries, the enforcing of those boundaries, the following through of the plan. And I think that it's really important to note that for a lot of reasons. But I think the biggest one is just understanding that this is something we all struggle with. It's not. This is hard. We are loving creatures. We want to be near, as close to, and always around love. So when we are enforcing a boundary, sometimes it can feel like we're actually cutting ourselves off from love and that which we desire. But the reality is, a lot of times, the enforcing the boundaries is really so we can create a stronger love within ourselves, and then feel the peace of feeling whole in that regard, and allowing myself to reintegrate with the world in a way where I don't need to receive that from you, and thus the boundary has served its purpose, so to speak. So anyway, today, what is a boundary I am placing, one I am lifting, and one I am enforcing in this season of life? Great question, Graham. What is a boundary I am placing? So a new wall I'm erecting, right? One that I'm lifting, one that I'm bringing down, right? So I no longer have this boundary, and one that I'm enforcing, one that I have soldiers on the top of with bows, arrows, hot oil, and all kinds of different defenses. So here we go. A boundary I am placing this season is on my playtime. I have had so much in the last year. Honestly, like I feel like I've been on a 3 year sabbatical where I've only really done what has been in front of me. Like I've had a vision of what I want to create, but I've mostly just kept it like what's in front of me, what's right here, what's present. I'm a lot less focused on making these future things that I have planned happen now, and a lot more focused on what feels good to me, what would feel like restorative to me, what feels like fun, what feels like play, what feels like Graham. I think this season was just reconnecting to Graham, just like fully, like, and also like discovering Graham, like who is Graham, like whoa, who is that? So sabbatical isn't really the word. Let's use discovery. And on discovery, there's work time and there's downtime, and I really feel like that's what these last few years have been for me, especially like coming into this new season of like very intentional putting myself out there, creating, working really hard, and getting back into this energy of consistency and commitment. It's like very different energies, and I really feel like that was a really important boundary that I had in the last season, was like protecting myself and giving myself space to discover who I am, so that in this new season I can come before you feeling so much more confident, so much more present, so much more peaceful, and so much more powerful, because I don't need to do this. I want to do this. I genuinely want to connect with you. I'm still waiting for the first person to share their reflection in the comments, and I can't wait. I know it's going to happen, and I'm going to be so fired up. Might be the best day of my life. So yeah, that's a boundary that I'm placing this season, is on my quote playtime. Just like creating, like taking away some energy, or not taking away. All I'm doing is redirecting the energy from one area of my life to another. In the last season, I played a lot of Xbox, a lot of basketball, a lot of those are the main things I played. What else? A lot of like chill time where I would just kind of putt around and just like hang and relax and watch YouTube videos. So a little bit less of that time, and just channeling that a lot more into this energy of commitment that I want to create these videos, et cetera, et cetera. And that feels really good. I feel really ready for that. I feel like I got a lot of playtime. Like I just had summer vacation. Yeah, that's how it feels. Hell yeah. A boundary I am lifting is on going hard. In the last season, I might have tried to rest or sit with, but this season, I feel I have the energy to push and surge forward, onward. Uh, so a boundary I'm lifting is on the part of me that wants to go, the part of me that is really hyped and wants to push and wants to build and wants to grind and wants to hustle and really wants to create. And I think like, hustle, grind, those words are really like bad words to describe what I'm actually saying. So I'm gonna edit that. What am I saying? Going hard is the genuine desire and awareness that if I have a game plan, I must follow through with it because I really want to hit the end result. So I think it's just a genuine desire. That's what it is. Ah, wow, that's cool. That's what's called a genuine desire, aka a real desire. Yeah, so I just desire a totally new version of myself, and I want to integrate and interact with the world in a new way. And it just requires me, quote, going hard, which is the best way I could describe having a real desire and the energy to focus and push forward. Cool. Love that. That's what I'm lifting. Bing. Now I can go like a racehorse. One boundary I'm enforcing is the boundary of focus and attention. I am in an extroverted season. The boundary to enforce me going out and following through on going out is not one I've ever envisioned enforcing, but it feels really good to see social events on the calendar. I feel really thankful and excited. I've been an extrovert, I feel like my whole life. I've always been around people, always doing things. I was not really alone. Like the only time I was alone was playing video games when I was a kid, or like walking around outside, being in my imagination. That's fine. However, I've noticed like in this last season of Discovery, it was way more introverted. Like I would not go, I didn't go out much at all. Like I wouldn't go to places where I thought, quote, that there are people that wouldn't really be like my vibe or my energy, or I don't really want to be around them, or you know, these kinds of things. And I think in my maturity, I realized that my job is actually to help those people. So being around them because I actually want to go to do and experience something, and as a byproduct, getting to be around people who could really use my help, that's a plus. That's a win-win, and I feel like I have the energy for it, and I have the constitution as I've created myself to be someone that can be in the tension of so many things that I don't agree with, so many ways people are living that I just feel like this is so off. Like you could be insert so much more. Which is a huge trigger for me because I want people to be happy. I want people to feel peace. Like more than anything, not happy. I want people to feel peace because it feels so good. It just feels so calm. And in that space, it just feels like we can build things together, cooperate, and do awesome stuff. It just feels fantastic. So that's the boundary that I'm enforcing is my focus and attention. Like I really want to do these things in this season. Do these things really is just like work with a lot more people, get in front of a lot more people and share my talents and who I am, and build a lot of things that people can use to make themselves better and more present, peaceful, powerful. That's it. So I'm enforcing that focus and attention. Yeah. And it feels fantastic. So yeah, that's today's entry. I think this is huge for you guys. If you can do this, it was huge for me. What is a boundary I am placing, one I am lifting, and one I'm enforcing in this season of my life? Presence, peace, and power be with you all, my friends. Legends find a way.